Alex and this is Travel TitBits 22 and I'm at Fremington Quay in North Devon. So let's take a closer look at it. Fremington Quay on the banks of the Tor, and can't tell whether the tide is coming in or out, but Fremington Quay, yes. So once upon a time this was a major port. In the times of Edward III, when there were the boroughs of Devon, and during the time of Edward III, this was where representatives of Devon would leave for Parliament. Imagine that. And they left on a voyage to London. Since 1846, or rather from 1846, a railway line was built from Barnstaple to here, and primarily the reason was to take advantage of the clay traffic. Clay has been very important. Lime, there are examples of lime kilns around here, and from here this would later go on to Instow, Bideford and Torrington. But before then there was a canal which began not far from here, which went all the way along to Torridge. Now I would have to look up the exact route, but as a result of all this traffic, this port was incredibly important, and believe it or not, it was the third most important port in the whole of England. Only Bristol and London were bigger and more important. So it's remarkable to think that at one time this was a major port in England. And when the Fremington Quay Cafe is open, there's a wonderful model inside which depicts what it would have been like here when there was a railway and yards. There were cranes that went right up to the water's edge, boats with obviously more here, and then going in and out during high tides. This whole grassy area was basically yards, rail yards, and you can see the remains of one of the platforms. The original signal box is in the building, but it's on the wrong side now. It was moved from where it once used to be. So this was a very busy spot from which the line was extended all the way, as I say, to Instow, Bideford and Torrington. Very quiet today, in between rainstorms. Wasn't really expected. The cafe is currently closed due to redecorating. You can tell how tidal it is. The waters really move, even at low tide. It's a popular spot for fishermen. On the other side of the river we've got Heaton Court, which is now a restaurant, but at one time it was someone's home. And then along the coast we've got Chivener, where it used to be an RAF base. It's still used for helicopters and for other light aircraft. And then further along it's Braunton. Fremington Quay is now part of the Tarka Trail cycle network. So the whole reason the cafe is popular is it caters for quite a range of visitors who enjoy to walk and cycle. And the potential remains through the efforts of the councillor, the enthusiastic councillor I mentioned before. The possibility remains that maybe a return route to Beaufort could come along this way. Time will tell. So let's have a look at the other end. It looks like the rain shall be returning soon. So maybe we will be ending the video shortly. But as you can see, the wide expanse of grasses now show what the size of this port was and its importance. The space remains, but sadly it's quiet port and rail activity. And it's even quiet on the cycling front today. It's not a particularly warm day, but I'm sure that the cafe will be open just as soon as they can. Earlier this year, this bridge went under quite a bit of restoration, so it's one of those tiniest pieces of due to the cycling has maintained that important artifact from our railway heritage. So just to wrap up, this has been Fremington Quay, and yeah, we'll see you next time. It's time to get out of the rainstorm. See you later.